Are we canceling Christmas? Because Mariah Carey's Christmas art is trending on TikTok and people are reacting to it. So if you haven't seen the art, I don't know, I would have loved to roll the clip, but I may get, copyright, which I do not want to. But the art is on YouTube, on Mariah Carey's page on YouTube, and of course you can see it on TikTok. I just want us to talk about it and of course see some reaction videos why people are calling for us to cancel Christmas. Stay with me. I just want to know what is wrong with the art. I'm trying to, spot out the things that people are reacting to. I don't know. This is a blind reaction, which I would want us to, have a look at these clips I have put together. Stay with me. Let's check these videos out.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought the Mariah Carey It's Time Christmas video was weird, at best. Not to be a Debbie Downer, but that whole elf portion of the video is very strange, especially considering the context that we are operating in. Love Mariah Carey. Love the whole, oh, she's de-thawing, November 1st is time, Christmas, woo. Love that. But I don't like the fact that they villainized an elf that specifically has lines in the script where he's saying, we're striking because y'all put us through hell last season. And I'm taking this thing of yours to sell it to afford therapy in order to deal with the hell that y'all put us through. And then subsequently is turned into a snowman in response to that, to save Christmas. What? Am I missing what the fuck? And look, I'm the kind of person where I'm not necessarily looking for things to be upset about as I'm going through my day, right? There's a lot to be upset about. Trust. I know. But I have to ration my energy, so I have to clock things and keep it moving in the ways that I can to continue to function, right? And focus on things I can control. But let me tell you, this particular thing bothers me enough to come on here and say, hey, y'all, this is concerning because of how subliminally targeted it is. I'm like, whoa. You also have to consider the process of producing something like that. Whether it be for a company, an individual, whatever, there's a whole process to pull together a video production of that nature. You have to do the scripting. You have to do the storyboarding. You have to do, there's so many pieces that have to come together in order to create something like that. And for the scripting in particular, and the concept to be that the villain of the story that's stopping or canceling Christmas is the theoretical working class elf that's saying, hey, I'm upset, and is trying to steal from the main character in order to afford payment of health services because of the results of that exploitation is kind of crazy to villainize so explicitly in a video that everybody pays attention to now because of the cultural collateral around her having this huge piece in Christmas because of her music. And don't get me wrong, I'm not sitting here thinking that Mariah Carey is the one that maybe she's, I don't know who's behind this video, but I just thought that was so blatant. And when things are like this are put into contexts that are supposed to be centered around joy and happiness and it's in a very intentional way, when things like this slip in there, I'm like, oh, y'all ain't slick.
Sephora just made such a bad mistake. Oh my god, so they made a commercial with Mariah Carey and it's basically they're making fun of everybody boycotting. They're like, Christmas is canceled because of the losers. I can't believe that passed through all of the different layers to go to commercial, because if anybody knows anything, Max Factor was made during the Great Depression. Makeup is one of those things that during a Great Depression, it can pop off and you can really have that one thing, the only thing that makes somebody feel good about themselves, and it's a red lipstick, so they're gonna buy it. Not at Sephora. No, I think you know what we need to do, babies, especially us millennials? We need to bring back the hipster indie makeup brand. This year, why don't you go shop at Sugar Pill, Trixie Mattel Cosmetics? Literally, we're bringing back the independent makeup brand, because I will never be stepping foot in Sephora again. I haven't been in a Sephora in like at least a year. The last time I was there was when I was getting married and I was picking out new makeup. I didn't buy anything from Sephora though. Babes, your foundation's like $80. Your foundation is the same price as Lyra Clinical's foundation that is mostly like high quality ingredients. And you made that commercial? You really think that we don't have Ulta or literally anywhere else? I want Sephora to become Toys R Us. The Toys R Usification of Sephora is about to happen.
It's time!
Can we not? But what does she mean by that? For those of you that don't know, Mariah Carey releases a video every November 1st saying that it's time for Christmas, and it's usually a sponsored advertisement. This year has been her biggest yet, and it reflects in the set design and production of this ad, which is where this controversy starts. Because it's no hidden secret that Americans, specifically young Americans on TikTok, are struggling to put food on the table. And an advertisement that uses a song that is all about rejecting the materialism of Christmas and accepting your loved ones into your life is strangely anti-consumer. The plot of this ad is that an elf is stealing Mariah Carey's Sephora to sell it on eBay and get a ton of money for it because she hasn't been paying him, Santa hasn't been paying him for all of the work that they've been doing every single holiday season. Which has led many people to assume that this play is about us. This is because the elf that is trying to boycott Christmas was specifically stealing two brands that were boycotted by American consumers for supporting a genocide in the Middle East. The brands being boycotted being Dior and Valentino Donna, that were both featured directly in these ads. Because of this, in the general Hunger Games-esque let them eat cake aesthetic of this ad, many people are now calling to boycott Sephora this holiday season. Now, do I think Mariah Carey was aware of the subtext of this ad at all? No, I think she was just cashing a check, which at the end of the day is the largest problem in the American economy right now. The great divide between the haves and the have-nots.
Bitch, they're on to us. They fucking heard us. They know that we plan on boycotting Christmas, the holidays, and plan on protesting on Black Friday. The reason I know that they know is because they just put it in Mariah Carey, the Queen of Christmas's new fucking advert for Christmas for Sephora. What makes it worse is they have an elf stealing, saying that he's boycotting because he can't afford to do what the fuck they want him to do anymore. In a Sephora commercial, bitch, roll the clip. I'm telling you, they know. And the fact that they put it on full display to play in our fucking face only proves that they know. Roll the clip.
Halloween slayed, but now it's
Watch this.
spill the tea. Who's the thief?
Busted!
Listen.
Bad news, Mariah Carey. The elves are striking this year. Elf revenge for putting us through holiday hell. Santa's helper quit. I'm pawning all this so I can afford elf therapy.
That's my blush, elf boy.
Your lipstick? I'm taking it. Christmas, it's canceled. No bells, no cheer, no glam. Bye, sweetie.
You can't cancel Christmas.
Any last words?
Yeah. It's time!
That shit is not a coincidence. Pawning all of this to pay for therapy? Mariah Carey's response is that you can't cancel Christmas. Bitch, we're canceling it. Spread the fucking word.
So for the last 5 years, people every year anticipate the day after Halloween for Mariah Carey to do her little It's Time thing for Christmas. This year it's receiving a lot of backlash, however, and I'm going to tell you why. First of all, the commercial starts out, because it is a commercial now, it's an ad. The ad starts off with her saying that Halloween slayed. No, it did not. I don't think it's a slay when people are having to hand out ramen noodles instead of candy this year, so they can ensure people are going to eat. Macaroni cups, Capri Suns, water bottles. I don't think that was a slay. Then we move on to the elf who is going to pawn her Sephora makeup because he cannot literally make ends meet. It sounds like Mariah Carey represents capitalism. We are the consumers, and we're working rather hard this year to make ends meet. And let's not forget about the fact that she started this trend in 2020, where the economy was at its peak, and then it moved into the pandemic. And even then, the economy was doing really great. Small businesses were excelling. People were doing great. There were jobs. Everything was good. Now we're into 2025 and not so much. And then the elf says that he has to get health therapy, and that's why he's pawning her makeup. Sounds like a play on the fact that health insurance costs are going to increase this year because of the administration and everything that's going on right now. So to say the least, the ad was very insensitive. A lot of people found it very weird. And it just seems like they were saying, if nothing else, we don't care if you have to work your fingers to the bone. We don't care if you have to DoorDash, Amazon Flex, get overtime, get a second job. We don't care if you have to chop off your arm and sell it. Make sure that you buy what you have to for Christmas this year. Make sure that you are investing and you are overindulging in consumerism, because ultimately the world would not, billionaires would not make money without the little people. It's crazy because people are like, oh, little people depend on the government so much. Poor people depend on the government so much. But billionaires depend on consumers. And this is exactly the depiction of reality of consumerism versus capitalism.
Now, I'm going to hold y'all hands when I say this. Y'all do know Mariah Carey's mama is white, right? I know y'all hate when I say that shit. When you got a black mama versus when you got a white mama, it's totally different. Mariah Carey's mama is white, and you can tell that's why she did that damn Sephora commercial. She probably doesn't see it as them playing in her face. Hell, they ain't playing in her face. They playing in our face. Her face ain't being played in at all. Mariah Carey seen dollars and was like, it's my time of the year and I'm in it. And they played on her fucking greenery because she green as fuck. We already know that. Like, if you listen to Mariah do her motherfucking interviews, Mariah green as fuck. Mariah married Nick Cannon and had babies by this nigga. Green as fuck. Before he was the Nick Cannon. I guess I'm just trying to understand why y'all acting like y'all so surprised that Mariah Carey did this It's Time commercial. Her mama is white. Because if her mama was black and she would have went to her mama and told her mama what was going on, her mama would have been like, you sure that's what you want to do? You don't think? But no, she didn't think like that because Mariah Carey wasn't raised by black people.
These companies are laughing in our faces and low-key think that we're playing this holiday season. And that Sephora commercial with Mariah Carey was proof. Because what do you mean you have the elves boycotting and they're not working and they're not... Hello? Oh, okay. All right. So if your goal really and truly is to not pay for anything, not buy anything this holiday season, you need to stand on that. We all need to stand on that, for real. Because they think that this is a joke. Like it's a trending topic. All right. The problem is that it will be a joke if we do not stand on business. Literally, if we sit here and still buy up all the stores this holiday season, they're going to continue laughing in our faces all the way to the bank.
Nothing says holiday spirit like punishing your burned out employees. A lot of you aren't noticing that Sephora just gave you a big middle finger and said, let them eat red lipstick. I really think Sephora is about to get canceled. So if you haven't seen the ad, please go watch it. It's in my last video. Mariah is Sephora essentially in the video. Glossy, performative, detached, pretending everything is fine while chaos happens around her. And the elf is the consumer, us, burned out, overworked, underpaid, and absolutely done playing along. In the video, he literally says he is striking and he's going to be pawning off the luxury items to afford therapy. This whole ad is corporate denial. It turned economic anxiety and labor issues into a joke. They're so confident that they mock the idea of being canceled at all. It is not giving the holiday magic that they think it's giving. It's giving Mean Girl. For all of you who don't think that boycotts work or don't think that Target was affected, please look into the numbers because it absolutely has made an impact. And Sephora just upset a whole lot of people. You know what they're doing. This is not just a silly little Christmas ad. Job market is a mess. Layoffs are climbing. People are stretched thin. They really think that you can't go without your $80 foundation this year. Maybe this year prove them wrong.
Sephora is under fire for their very tone-deaf commercial that they did with Mariah Carey. And they know, they see the backlash because apparently they've turned their comments off. So they know exactly what they did. So they dropped this commercial with Mariah Carey where she's doing her signature, it's time for Christmas, but her voice cracks. And she's like, okay, guys, what's going on? And the elves are basically like, or the elf is like, oh, we're striking this year. You didn't hear? And people are taking it as, you know, them mocking or trolling people who have decided to boycott, you know, Black Friday shopping and Christmas shopping this year. The commercial was corny, period, but they are definitely, you know, mocking the people, working class people who have decided, you know what, I'm not fueling this. I'm not spending all this money on Black Friday. I'm not spending all this money on Christmas, fueling the economy when the economy is not fueling us. We already know that, you know, we've had the No King's Day protest. People are calling to boycott because the government is in shambles right now. Our economy is not good. So why would we spend all our money on Black Friday, Christmas shopping to fuel the economy when the economy is not fueling us? Okay, SNAP benefits are under attack. Medicaid is under attack. Grocery prices are through the roof, and nobody cares. There's nothing being done, right? And so they decide to make a commercial to mock people who are boycotting, you know, and say, oh, the elves are boycotting too. It just wasn't cute, and it was very tone deaf. But I've noticed, you know, here recently that companies do controversial stuff on purpose for publicity. They want people talking as I'm talking now. Like they don't care. They'll take the bad press and then they'll apologize later. Like they don't care. They just want to be talked about, right? Especially in the beauty industry, you always see makeup brands come out with, you know, terrible shade ranges. They get dragged and then they're like, oh wait, look, give us a second chance. This is what we're gonna do. Send a bunch of free makeup to, you know, people of color. This is their MO. And on top of being tone deaf, I feel like it was kind of elitist. It's kind of like Mariah saying, you know, don't be like those woke brokies. Come shop here. And, you know, people like separating themselves, feeling like they have access to something that others don't. So don't be a loser. Don't be broke like those people. Come shop with us, right?
I want to know who's in charge of the marketing and advertising for Sephora. Because did you really think that was a good idea to make the It's Time commercial with Mariah Carey? Did you think that the strategy that you went with, coming out with the elves saying, didn't you hear Christmas is canceled, we on strike? You got jokes? You got jokes? Do you really think that's going to work out for you? Did you read the comments? I bet you're going to disable the comments soon. I bet you're disabling those comments because those comments are calling for something. Them comments are calling for something. And Sephora ain't it. No. Sephora isn't it. You see? Because now they're really not going to be shopping there for Christmas. You see what you did there? You see what you did? You wanted to make this kind of commercial for a selective crowd, not knowing who your demographic is, okay? So, you know, the universe is going to bring to you what you put out there. And that's what you decided to put out. You thought that was a good idea. Okay, we'll see how that works out for you. Maybe read your comments, read your demographic. You could have used a different approach. You could have said some of the sales or a percentage of the proceeds are going to go to families and shelters. It's going to go to food pantries. It's going to go to DV families. Like, there was so many ways you could have marketed this, and you chose that. So you drew your line in the sand, and we see where you stand. And you're going to see where we stand, okay? Ya tu sabe.
Not the queen of Christmas making fun of poor people, Mariah Carey and popular makeup corporation Sephora have been receiving some major backlash. I bet J-Lo's happy. The backlash has been so bad, Sephora actually turned off their comments. Now, this all started with a holiday commercial that featured Mariah Carey catching an elf stealing her makeup. And when confronted, the elf responded that he would be pawning the items that he stole so he could pay for therapy, and that he's going on strike for being put through holiday hell. I am usually the first one to laugh at my pain, but this hit a little bit too close to home for many people. What happened to All I Want for Christmas Is You? An unmaterialistic song turned materialistic. Some commentators are stating that people are just too woke, while others are stating that it was distasteful and insensitive. I couldn't agree more. This is what happens when you have a bunch of rich, old people trying to be relatable to the working class. This train wreck of a production poked fun at the fact that people were overworked, how people are protesting, and even had the gall to mention how people cannot afford to manage their mental health. No one thought this was funny except the rich. So unless the 1% is going to pay all of Sephora's bills, they better come correct. And they can start by slashing those prices at least 80% off. Since we all are just too poor to even afford food, let alone makeup. You're welcome, I love ya.
So I want to take you straight to the comment section because I took some screenshots of comments so you guys can see what other people said. Now I'm going to read this comment. You can pause to read. Now the aim of making this video, of course, it is for educational purposes only, not to bully or harass anyone, but just to create awareness so we all can see and know what is happening around us. I say the way this news is trending about Mariah Carey and the ad, I thought to bring these clips here so we all can see it. Have you seen it before now? And I want to know what you all think in the comment section about the Christmas ad. Now this comment right here says the new method of advertising is rage bait. Attention is currency. I never thought I would see the day where I'm ready to block Mariah Carey. This one hurts. So you can please pause to read the rest of the comments. Again, I thought to bring this video here because it is trending on TikTok and they are asking everyone to cancel Christmas. Let me know what you all think in the comment section, guys, and thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to like this video, share, subscribe, comment, and of course come back for another one. I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. Y'all have a lovely day. Bye.